An internal memo to the Liberal Deputy Minister of Finance states that low oil prices are resulting in reduced production, and as a result, pipelines aren't needed until at least 2025. The memo, titled Energy East Pipeline and Carbon Price, says that there's sufficient rail and pipeline infrastructure in place to get by for the next decade. I don't know who the Liberals are consulting with to get their information, maybe the Pembina Institute or Greenpeace, which really wouldn't be a stretch since Trudeau's senior advisor, Gerald Butts, once signed an oil sands moratorium. The statements in the memo are in direct conflict with what actual experts are suggesting. The Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers released a report just last month highlighting that oil production will increase significantly and that it's imperative for Canada to diversify its market and increase transport capacity. The association forecasts that although production is slower than normal due to low oil prices, oil production in Western Canada alone will grow by 1.5 million barrels per day by 2030, with most of that production originating in the oil sands. But there's a problem. We don't have the transport capacity, and Western Canadian oil supplies will outpace the ability to move our product within the next few years, long before 2025. Canadians also get a reduced price for bitumen from the US, who are our only major customer, which is another reason why pipelines are imperative. For example, West Texas Intermediate traded on average in 2015 for $13 more than Western Canada Select. The memo to the Deputy Minister of Finance also states that price differentials would only be cut by $1.48 with the construction of Energy East, but this clearly doesn't factor in the billions of dollars our nation spends on oil imports. Canada imports oil from the US and the Middle East, and a pipeline would enable the nation to eliminate imports, which cost us billions. Our country only uses 30% of our own production, and the most recent stats from the National Energy Board show that Canada spends more than $26 billion on imported oil yearly from countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Algeria. The memo may suggest why the Liberals are stalling on pipelines, because so far they've extended the approval process for infrastructure, which is just another roadblock in construction. The bottom line is that Canada needs to get its product to market, both in Canada to offset our dependence on the US as our sole client, and also abroad before other producers beat us to it. And we need the transport capacity to do so. Stalling pipelines over misinformation just isn't going to get us where we want to be. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.